Jordan, Hannah, Julia, you're late.
I have a question for everyone. You're all wearing the badges and the stickers, but are you all registered to vote?
Okay, so Nolly is the most recent since you started to speak. Nolly, you can answer first, and we'll go along this way.
I'm going to be brutally honest. No, I'm not. I'm not registered here, but I'm registered in Richmond, where my mum lives, where I live.
So you're registered.
I'm registered to vote, and yes, I'm very, very passionate about voting and politics, but I will get to that now.
And as a point of information, I awarded everyone one of these badges at the start of this evening, so don't be too harsh.
I'm registered to vote.
Is everyone just going to say
Yep. Yes.
I am the only one who is not, because obviously I'm a Vietnamese person who is from a communist country. I don't hold any passport here like you guys, so sorry for that.
Thank you very much.
Oh, brilliant.
Sorry, so just to sort of announce that properly, the candidates can ask other candidates questions after this first initial roar of questions, of which, Fergus, you are next.
If Heythrop were an animal, what animal would it be?
Well, I'm going to go this way again just because it's easy for me. I will change it though.
Okay.
This is a traditional question.
Okay, tradition.
This is pretty ethical.
Are you not allowed to say not lion? Can't say lion.
Yeah, so the line is taken up by the newspaper, so not the line. Can't please take the mic.
And why?
You get one word and one sentence.
An owl, because we do philosophy and theology. What's more important than that? You know, an owl.
Caleb.
Actually, the glasses as well.
No, just the owl, thank you.
I'm tempted to say sloth, but like a very, like an aggressive sloth. They're angry about a lot of things, but most people they're quite slow and come forward. I think like a zebra, because it's weird, because it's like a horse but not a horse.
You're not allowed to say long.
A unicorn, because like every single student at Heythrop is fabulous, especially
Well, and I think this possible LGBTQ officer is also fabulous.
I'm going to say chameleon, because they change, not according to like their area, but because of their stress or whatever. So I think Heythrop's an animal that can be, depending on its students, very different shades and colours.
I appreciate how those different things.
Okay.
Very good. Let's thank our candidates for those wonderful answers. Mr. Mann, your question is next.
Okay, it's still our potential events officer. So worst case scenario, chances are, I mean we're not chances are, but worst case scenario next year, you're going to be the only events officer. Stabs, maybe not, maybe a part-time member of staff. Like, and a lot of this, like Sabs, especially Matt this year, has done a lot of the events and has taken the workload and done a good job of it. But I mean, the thing is obviously I understand you need a part-time job, like so do I, and you've got deadlines and all of that. And you, with the dwindling student body that needs effort, like, have you got any sort of contingency plan of what you're going to do of events? Because otherwise it could be that we just have a Christmas ball, summer ball, and one or two events over there, like, of how you're going to make events happen still.
I don't want to put anyone on the spot, but I have a contingency plan in terms of I have people that have come up to me privately and said that they'd like to have a very big part of events, but not have the responsibility and official role of events officer. But I have people that have said that they will help and maybe withdraw a nomination. But and also I'm hoping it won't be it won't be a one-person role, because there are other people that are hoping to be re-nominated. If that doesn't happen and I have to do it on my own, then excuse my French, but fuck it, I'll just try really hard. I'll do it. Like, I will. That's my contingency plan, because I don't see what other one I could have apart from just make a pledge to you all that we won't just have a summer ball and a winter ball, because I quite like having fun as well. And so give me a budget and I'll make sure we have some good events.
Thank you, Nolly. Sorry, Will, could you just come here?
Yes.
And Fenna, could you come here as well? Sorry guys, I'm going to do a little bit more shameless plugging. Guys, do you want to stand on the table? Just stand on the table. There was an actual order. Oh my god, look at these guys! They're wearing a fantastic Heythrop t-shirt. Do you know how they got this fantastic Heythrop t-shirt? They took the NSS or the HSS. If you want one of those sexy t-shirts, please take the Heythrop Student Survey or the National Student Survey. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Please sit down. Woo! Jordan, your question is next. Oh, sorry. Hannah Simpson, your question is next.
This is to Edric, and sorry again if I never heard, but did you say you were going to outsource netball and football to Imperial?
Not necessarily.
Just try and work with Imperial so that there's the option, so that netball and footballers, we will have more people playing it that aren't necessarily Heythrop students. Because I imagine sports are better when more people are playing it.
Okay, could I just give you a point of information? Earlier on this year I had an England netball player, and I tried to outsource them to either Imperial, Kings or UCL, and Books told me that they weren't allowed to play for other colleges because they weren't a member of that college's students' union, or, well, they weren't a student at that college. So I'm just saying, like, it can't be done. Because Books.
Sorry, I've got a point of information here.
It can be done if it's not at a lower level which has not been regulated.
Right, okay.
Okay, before you answer, there's a point of information from Annabella Jones.
Imperial currently have 3 netball teams, so like 3 leagues. And as well, the University of London have quite a good netball team, which I played for. We are already allowed to join them if we're a member of the union, but you have to become a member. But it also means you can't play for Heythrop as well, which means Heythrop can't be in a league. So I had the problem this year that I hadn't been told that. So I was in the University of London League and we're in the Bucks League, so I couldn't be on Heythrop's team as well. So that's the problem, is you have to compromise Heythrop's team to outsource.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So you know your answer? Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's been taken on board by our possible events officer. Hannah, do you feel that's your question answered adequately?
Yeah.
Very good. So, Julia Burgess, you're next up.
I've got 2 things. One's, can I say a point to like the netball thing, about the netball thing? Surely you could play against them and practice against them? And they'd be open to that, so that way we get actual, because I'm playing with like 4 people, let's be serious, it's Heythrop. 4 people don't make up a team, like, say it's 7, you can't just play 3 and 4, can you? You can play like 7, like practicing against them, and I'm sure they appreciate it as well.
Yeah, you see, I
Okay, well,
also
this is not a question for the events officer. Thank you for your point of information. Julie, your question, please.
This is to Paul, like the LGBT thing. You said you wanted like feminism, and you wanted like to bring that up with the LGBT. Would you, LGBT plus even? Would you like?
Well, that needs to be motioned by a general meeting. So
no. Could you? No. This is no. Could he instead name it LGBT plus and equality officer? Would you consider doing it that? Because you were saying about feminism and equality earlier.
I'll take it into consideration.
Would you consider?
I'll consider it.
Yeah.
Is that your question adequately answered, Ms. Burgess?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Howard. Your question. Annabelle Jones, you had a question.
So first, like a little pre-question to you. So all of them could have started campaigning, is that right, before Hustings?
Correct. As soon as well, I held a meeting on the Friday that nominations.
That's fine. So I would like to know why I've heard from none of you or seen any posters, even if you don't agree with posters. Like, why haven't I heard from any of you or any of us?
I'm going to give each of the nominees a chance to answer by going from Rhiannon down to Khanh.
Good question.
You're probably excused because you've been busy.
Good question. I would love to have been campaigning. I feel like my campaign was hidden Heythrop, and that was me showing how well I could run an event.
And it worked.
Yeah,
I didn't say heckles were allowed.
I think I definitely need to be like more proactive, and I promise I will from now on about. But like we were just giving a talk on Friday to campaign, and yeah, I've had a busy week as well. Not that it's an excuse, just yeah, I promise that I'll be more proactive.
I seem to have this big problem of wasting paper. I really don't like it, so like I didn't particularly think anyone would have my ugly face on a piece of paper on the walls of the common room. But no, I've also been busy and essays and all that, and I've only recently